This is an unbelievable opportunity.
Lord Sugar's in the market for a brand new business partner.
This process is not about a job, it's about me ploughing £250,000 into a business. Trust me, there are people in this room that are hungry for this deal.
Here to do battle for his backing, 16 ambitious entrepreneurs.
You told me you can do things, you lot. You can't. You're all a bloody waste of space.
At stake, a £250,000 investment and a 50-50 partnership with a business icon.
I believe actions speak louder than words. You shut up, and you shut up, and you talk.
Get the gear, get the gear.
It's a deal worth fighting for.
We're going to run like hell to sell those ukuleles.
Potatoes fresh from the ground.
Oh, it's a cow.
16 potential business partners.
I run 3 businesses. No offence, you're a doctor.
How dare you? You cannot possibly say that.
12 tough weeks.
For God bloody sake.
Big smiles.
1 life-changing opportunity.
You're fired. You're fired. I don't want to see your face anymore. You're fired.
Previously on The Apprentice.
Your task is all about making money from flavoured beer.
2 days to turn hops into hard cash.
It's our first bottle of beer.
Hey!
Tim's girls poured profits down the drain.
Bloody hell.
We're having an absolute shocker at the factory.
We actually haven't produced any beer yet.
On the other team,
So you haven't got any sample at all to show anyone?
empty brains and empty bottles.
I'm surprised that it even turned up.
Then things turned bitter.
You've lost us money, mate. You've lost us money and you've once again proved that you're an amateur.
But a dash for last orders
Guys! Pound a pint! A pound a pint!
had the boys toasting success. The girls' frustrations came to a head.
I know you're all in cahoots.
Oh, we're all in cahoots.
4 of you are, yes.
But time was called on Tim.
You didn't apply any thought to this task. Tim, you're fired.
And he became the second casualty of the boardroom. Now 14 remain to fight for the chance to become Lord Sugar's business partner. (6 p.m.
Did you used to be a gothic? Is that why you've gone really dark with your nail polish?
At the end of a day off, the candidates relax.
Jordan, what are you doing? How pretty his feet are.
That's right.
Hello.
Good evening. Lord Sugar would like you to meet him at the Angel Building in Islington. The cars will be with you in 30 minutes.
Oh my God. Oh, I didn't say thank you. Angel Building in Islington. The cars are going to be outside in 30 minutes. Come on, let's go.
After 2 wins, I think he needs to weekly it up.
He needs to give me some goals so that, you know, they actually have a chance of winning.
Well, the girls struggled a lot on the last task, didn't they?
I don't know whether to be catfight or handbags at dawn.
No, I think they think we're weak.
They do.
We're not.
We had a good night's sleep last night. We should all be on the ball. We are literally game on.
Islington, North London.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lord Sugar.
This is the home of the Design Council. One of the biggest revolutions in the last 50 years in design is the rise of the flat pack and self-assembly furniture market. And your task this week is to come up with an innovative flat pack piece of furniture. You're going to have to design the product, prototype it, and pitch it to retailers. And it's very simple. The team that gets the most amount of orders will win, and the losing team, one of you will be fired. Now, ladies, a little polite note from me. 2 weeks have gone by. You lost the last 2 tasks. It's time for you to show me what you can do. Everything clear?
Yes, Lord Sugar.
Well, good luck, and I'll see you back in the boardroom in a couple of days' time. Off you go.
Teams have 2 days to create a unique piece of flat-pack furniture that must retail at £75 before pitching it to vendors. First, pick leaders.
I feel quite confident about this. I like designing stuff. I think I'm quite good with ideas.
Manufacturing.
Quite forward-thinking. Yeah, manufacturing.
So Natalie's our PM.
Yeah. Good. I put myself forward because my business idea is focused around designing and manufacturing garments. So I'm feeling really confident. Now, should we have a think about ideas?
Personally, I live in an apartment.
Yep.
I live city centre. Space saving is massive.
That's a good idea.
Down the hall.
If people want to take just 30 seconds each to kind of explain an idea that they've had, if you don't have one, let's just keep moving efficiently, all right?
Running the boys, business analyst Jordan.
Kurt.
I've got an idea, thinking of a chair, but then as a double-use recycling materials. We had a chair base, and then at the bottom would be a barrel, and then in the top, which we could put cover, would be areas to recycle our stuff, and then underneath each one would have a little area to catch that.
Well, I've just stumbled out of the brainstorm. Ideas are fizzing away. Particularly horrible idea from Kurt. It was a chair that you sit on, into which you put all your recycling material. Old fish bones, tin cans smelling of such and such.
I personally wouldn't want a recycling thing in my living room.
I've never come across such a revolting idea.
Alex, do you want to show us your idea? Yep. Try and make it brief, because we've got a lot to get through, all right?
OK, so if we say this is a chair, there'll be a kind of pin, a spring-release pin that you pull out to loosen this part. The idea is literally pin out, fold it down. It's a table with storage facilities at the bottom.
I actually really like that. It can be a bedside table, it can be a lamp table in the sitting room, it can be a chair for outside. It's so multifunctional that we can pitch 101 different ways of using it.
I think it's really, really key to keep things simple.
Assembling concepts for their flat pack, the girls.
If it was just a cube, yeah?
Yeah.
And, you know, you can turn it around one side, pop up, that's your laptop, you turn the cube over. OK, that's got a dip in that side, you can put your drinks in that one.
I love
you
that
flip the
idea.
cube
That's
over,
a good idea.
it's a more soft side. Like
That's such a good idea.
That is a good idea.
I like that.
OK, guys, so we've decided that we're doing a multifunctional cubed-shaped table.
And with it, I think a bit of a wine rack, perhaps a bucket where you could slot ice in.
Even next to that, you could just have a hole for your cup.
Because the thing is, if you don't have something...
a lot of functions.
You could put wheels on it.
One second.
On this team, we've got a load of talkers, but unfortunately not many listeners. Francesca's come up with an idea of a cube that's multifunctional. One side's a chair, one side's a table, one side's storage. It's quite a good idea, but suddenly it's becoming very embellished.
The cube could always stay with the top upright.
Can I make a suggestion? That means you don't need to turn it over, flip it over.
Can I say something?
All it is a space.
Natalie. Natalie. Yeah, but they can't use it as a table then. Can I make a suggestion?
No.
Natalie.
I just think within the girls, there are a lot of girls who don't play as a team. We need to play as a team.
And no bickering.
Well, that's never going to stop, is it?
(9:30 a.m).
One idea I did have with the name, just sort of something simple, like Foldo. So it's like the Foldo chair.
I quite like that.
Today, teams must find out what sits well with the market.
Sophie, I think you want to go.
Yeah.
Market research.
I don't do selling, but I know what I can do. I've done a lot of market research for my dissertation. I think you can extract quite raw data.
Then nail down the details.
I've been thinking about the design side of it. I'm good at designing. It has to have a design feature to it. It's got to look nice in a room.
I'm not into the cube. I just think a cube is going to be cumbersome. It needs to capture the person's interest visually. And
But what are you saying?
Well, I'm thinking a take on a table.
But then you haven't, yeah, but we're thinking of storage as well, and on the wheels.
10 a.m. East London. The girls' design team, led by Natalie, outline their cube.
We like this as being a lid function.
So the top actually comes off as a separate thing.
You can then flip it over or sit on it as a cushion if you've got people coming around for dinner and you need some more extra seating.
Everyone's obsessed with the cube.
I know.
That's what I mean.
I don't think the cube's the way forward.
Still not sold on the concept, the market research team.
I think we need to keep really fluid. I think we've got completely overexcited on the cube.
Yeah, I agree.
Shoreditch. First stop for the research girls, a boutique furniture store.
So we're in the process of designing some furniture, and we've come up with this multifunctional cube.
Yeah.
You were thinking about having some storage.
Yeah, storage really important.
Yeah.
Well, I must say that cube is quite a boring shape, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's quite difficult height to work off, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like a coffee table height, and if you're bending over on a sofa, it's not a comfortable situation.
Okay.
I think you're better having something that's desk height.
Higher rather than wider and bigger.
And I think if you can get your feet underneath it,
I agree.
amazing.
Yeah? Okay.
Hi, girls.
Hi, how are you doing?
Storage was massive.
Yeah.
One thing was the height of it.
We're using it for a desk function. It does need to be higher than the knee so you can sit underneath it.
But how can... Sorry, the contradiction in the
Yeah, how can we use this for storage space then, if you're saying you want foot room?
They wanted space for legs. They wanted leg room.
When you're working on your laptop, plus storage.
Okay. Okay, one minute.
This table, why wouldn't they just...
Buy a table, because, like, it's just a table that they want.
No, they liked...
They like the idea of combining office space in your home with function.
Okay, thank you for the advice.
It's really, really confusing if you're
I
going to
agree.
market this
Yeah.
as a storage unit, but then you've got legroom. I just think our initial idea is more practical and has more functions.
A South London workshop.
Hi, George. Nice to meet you.
Hi, George.
Unpacking his plans for Foldo, Alex.
We've got a swivel bar here, so it folds over, in which creates a kind of table.
Okay.
It requires nothing more than about 4 screws.
It's definitely Alex's idea, this product. He was very quick in the brainstorming session to sketch up this idea and show exactly how it worked.
There's a groove running along the side of this, so you just unpin there, that simply then pivots there, as so, and it covers up like that.
The good thing about the Foldo is it's very simple and very easy to understand.
I'm not convinced about it, to be honest.
Gathering public opinion on the chair, the rest of the team.
I'd be puzzled and troubled by it, by wanting to sit when I wanted to put stuff down and wanting to put stuff down when I wanted to sit. I'd stand in my sitting room crying.
It's more.
The name we've come up with, we'd love to get your opinion on. Foldo chair, sit, fold and hold.
No, the whole thing, no.
It's the table holding the items of the logic.
Hello?
You can't have the storage and the desk and the footroom that you wanted.
Why can't we do that?
The design, it wouldn't work.
Down here, we're creating a cube.
Which is a table, but you could kind of flip the lid.
So you're doing a table that turns into a chair and a lap tray?
It doesn't really turn into a chair. I mean, you just...
It's multifunctional.
It's multifunctional.
It's a box
so
with a lid.
It's a box with a lid, yeah.
Basically.
So, just clarify for me, what is it we're doing?
I don't even know what it is now. Are we table? Are we desk? Are we chair? Why are they not listening to market research? Have we not communicated articulately what we found out?
We have.
Yeah?
Lunchtime.
Anything that could be of value that you could add to it? Is there anything else you think that might go on it?
Still seeking out feedback on the Foldo, the boys.
So it's wooden. What about comfort?
Upholstered on the seat itself.
Yeah, OK.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
We're looking at
A upholstered seat, possibly cushions. We need to know if you need us to get materials.
I'm really against upholstering. It's just too complicated. It adds cost. For me, it needs to have that upholstery if we can get it.
You need to upholster the seat.
I'm really keen.
Yeah,
I'm really keen on that.
See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
Cheers, bye.
I think it's too much fuss.
We're going with the market research.
Go with the market research.
With the padding approved, next stop for Z, Kurt and Miles,
Hi, mate. How you doing?
a fabric shop.
The back of the chair and the seat of the chair, we want to upholster.
Oh, mate, I really like this one. That will go nicely.
Let's have a look.
I quite like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Clean, crisp, minty, fresh kind of look, isn't it?
Mate, in a minute you're going to say you want diamond buttons on it. No. Mate, you're the king of bling.
No.
We need to build something that's going to retail at £75.
But the aim is to make it as simple as possible, preferably toolless.
Focusing on ease of assembly.
There'll be 4 screws coming through the bottom.
A brainwave from the girls.
And then the rest is interlocking, so it's pretty toolless.
That could be one of our unique selling points, as well as
For it to slot together, it needs to overlap.
I don't know.
I would never put that
I wouldn't buy that. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for something more rounded and more kind of dice-like.
What you've got to understand is it's quite difficult to round all the corners off and have it so that it just slots together.
I think it looks too much like a trolley.
The team wanted to design something functional, something multi-purpose, but everyone's saying, "Ooh, wouldn't use that, wouldn't have that in my living room." What's wrong with them? Come up with something inspirational, some ideas. They all say they manufacture, they all say they can design. Well, where is the proof of that? Not in this product at this stage.
The design element of this is really, really crucial. We can't just give them a box with a reversible lid. We can't. It has to be like, wow.
4 p.m.
Can someone just take notes of these measurements? 550 by 550.
1 hour before designs must be finalised.
I'd say take it up maybe another 200.
Pretty big.
Put it against the back of the chair.
Yeah, but that's very high.
It comes up to
Yeah,
here.
That chair is high.
That's too high.
No, the chair is high. Don't forget the chair is raised.
Yeah, but it's still too high.
Okay,
I think it's too high.
I think it's been really, really good that I've been here being the lead designer because it was originally my idea. As far as kind of dimensions and such, I have felt really, really at home, ensuring that the product is a very good size. So, I mean, if I was sitting down there, it's more about the 450, which means it's about 500 mil.
Don't forget that women are smaller than men.
We're talking centimetres, single centimetres.
But it makes such a difference sometimes with these
Whoa. This is only 400. What? Who said to me it was 490? It's 400. I'm sitting on it now.
There's no question whose design this is. Alex pushes, but he's pushing so hard that they're making mistakes.
I don't know how you managed to get.
Right, 2 seconds, yeah, because I sat down.
But don't sit. It doesn't matter. We know how you're sitting. Measure the chair. So, the width is definitely not 320. 320 is there.
320 is too small.
Not even Jordan
too small.
can fit there.
What will this end up like? Will it be like a camel, which after all is a horse, designed by a committee?
We'll do a square base then. 460
exactly, 460 by 460.
That's what it was anyway.
Tight. You've got arms coming up.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Not you, Jordan. Somebody average size.
At the moment, it's just a box with a lid. That's what I'm just afraid of.
Trying to give their box a boost.
It's got to look unique. It's got to look like a design feature.
Uzma.
Once it's got a pattern on the side, something like that on each side, it'll look quite nice.
Yeah.
Natalie put me in the creative group because she knows my strengths. Are we buying a cushion that we're sticking on?
Yes.
I've got a very good eye for detail. I'm very good at visualising things and then drawing it and showing people that, you know, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm thinking grey.
Just keeps it a bit neutral.
You have
no.
Okay,
No, let's say all grey. No, I don't. I want to go with the majority. So we'll go for all grey.
And it looks nice.
Off to get fixtures and fittings for their prototype cube, the rest of the girls.
These are the coolest looking. Can someone grab that for me?
Hello.
You need to get a cushion upholstered.
Listened to us before from the market research saying we wanted something that was to do with IT that turned into a table.
I just think we're really at risk here of trying to make this way too complicated.
Are you listening to market research or are you listening to Louisa?
Why is it my fault?
Right, listen to me really, really quickly.
We have to have things in hand by 5 o'clock, right?
Finished and made.
Finished. We are not going to make it to an upholsterer's and get the product and made by that point. If we can find a suitable cushion that we can Velcro to the bottom of this, would that... Okay.
Here, cushions.
58 by 58, too big. What's these up here?
What's the size?
This is 35. This is 35 here. They're too big, aren't they?
That's just bloody awful.
Is this the extent of our choice?
We can't get one for 35 by 35.
Nothing, not even one of those.
No.
We're looking around now.
We're struggling to find one.
We're looking.
Can you just see, though, that there are...
We're in a DIY store.
If we'd have known we needed to go to an upholsterer's, we'd have gone to an upholsterer's. A call 45 minutes before is ridiculous. 2, 3, 4, there you You know, we've done the best that we can do with the limited time we had and not even knowing what the product was, considering it was a desk 1 minute with an iPad easel, and now it's a tray and a seat and a box.
Fixtures found, designs delivered. Overnight, prototypes will be produced. For now, it's back to the house. (8 a.m. Fresh from the factory, flat pack furniture.
Thank you. How exciting.
For the girls, a multifunctional cube.
Here we go. Oh my God.
Branded Tidy-Sidey.
Is it really heavy?
Light, gentle.
It's not light.
For the boys...
Right, I present you the foldo. That slides back, and then it tips up. Then it just locks into there.
Nice, that is awesome.
Talk about easy. Talk about easy.
Oh. That's a really nice chair.
You've done well, Alex.
My God, it hasn't collapsed.
Look at that.
Should we lift it up a bit?
Just like lift it up.
Yeah.
Oh, our cushion's not there.
It is in there.
It's not attached. Hi girls, the cushion was a bit too big, so we've had to leave this for you to fit.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, yeah,
Someone
and
sit on it without the cushion and see whether or not it's doable. Because that doesn't look good.
Hated it. Honestly, I would not pay £75 for that. Everyone on the market research side of things, we knew what market research wanted, but they didn't listen to us fully.
Let's just get the pillow size right first, OK?
Where's my
Natalie, I
pen?
think you've got to be careful about how much you take out, because you don't want it to be uncomfortable.
No, it won't be.
Oh my God, do you guys know what you're doing?
Yeah,
Scissors.
it's fine.
Yeah, I've done a fashion, I've studied fashion.
That goes clickety-boo. That goes like that.
Clickety-boo.
Clickety-boo.
Right, yeah.
Can we please write clickety-boo in our instructions?
Clickety-boo.
Oh, that looks better than it did.
It fits.
It looks all right, but if it's not upholstered, then don't put it in. We're selling to big retailers. You were one of the people who started pulling all the fluff out of it.
I'm not denying that. Stop trying to pass the buck all the time.
not passing
We
all
need
the
to pull
time.
together and work as a team.
That's really unfair, Lou.
We're definitely losing the cushion.
Let's just do it very carefully.
It's still a stool.
It's still a stool.
It's still a lap table.
It's still a table with storage.
Is it still a lap table?
Yeah, it's got a lid that comes off. You can store stuff inside it. You can wheel it around.
Yeah. You know, it's a nice, multifunctional, sturdy item.
There's a lot of brave faces going on in there. They're all saying it's fine, it's going to be great. Natalie declares that she loves it. But actually, the cracks are beginning to show. Those that are pitching to high-end retailers are going to be standing there looking at a box on wheels, and they're going to have to do a bloody good job to pitch this to get any sales.
Could you just agree that the design makes it?
Yeah, it does. It looks lovely.
Armed with prototypes, teams must pitch to clients laid on by Lord Sugar.
We're going to have Neil and Miles leading the pitches at the major retailer and the catalogue chain.
And hunt down retailers on the high street.
We're then going to have Z, Kurt, Jason and I all pitching.
Everyone doing one pitch, I don't really agree with that. It's not like a swing in a school that everyone should have a play on it. It's a business.
If I turned around and said, look, Z, we don't need you to pitch today, how would you feel?
If I'm not a good salesperson, then why am I pitching in the first place? Like Kurt said, I'm not comfortable pitching on 2 occasions. He said if I have to. You said it word for word.
You're putting words in people's mouths. I'm not under pressure to pitch.
You just said it yourself.
Right,
I'm ending this now. Just stop it.
Let me finish. The truth is, everybody is comfortable selling.
That's cool.
Sales teams decided. Half head north for Lord Sugar's first appointment.
We're going to go in there, gauge the audience.
Yeah.
And, yeah, work it.
It's called the sales orgasm, 3 yeses.
Right.
So you get them to say yes 3 times, and you know they like the product.
Back in London, the rest of the boys hit the streets in search of orders. First to pitch.
Hi, good afternoon. Zishan, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Joe.
So, we have identified a problem, and for that problem is a solution. We all have those days when we have some friends and family come over and you have a lack of seating. That's what the product is for. You know, it's a versatile product, capitalising on today's modern buyers' demands of space management.
I think, unfortunately, you've made it too high.
But you like the product in concept, but my legs are very comfortably fitting under your table.
Okay.
So I'm nicely sat there, I can eat my food, I can do some work. No, like, you know, my legs are comfortably underneath and I'm not like pushing them under.
It's definitely an interesting concept, but the current design of it is difficult for us.
Did they buy any?
No.
No, we didn't get any sales.
OK, thanks for giving us a call. See, the salesman didn't deliver.
Did you buy a car off C?
Like hell. I would imagine it would have 100,000 more miles on the clock and about 4 times as many owners as he quoted.
Heading for a high-end store, Francesca, Uzma and Leah.
And we are really excited to be here today to show you a fantastic new product, the Tidy Siding. What it is essentially is a side table, but its 2 key elements is that it's multifunctional and it is extremely easy to assemble. Very simple.
I like the function of it. I think that's great.
Okay.
I think in design terms, it's not.
Do you think it would be better suited in another part of the house?
Part of the house you couldn't see, maybe. The designs on the side make it look a bit like a garden planter.
What was the feedback?
Our product is absolutely not good enough or glossy enough.
Milton Keynes. First appointment for both teams, Argos. With almost 700 stores across the UK, pitch the right product and there's potential for big orders.
Go on, let's go.
Hi.
Going in for the girls,
Hi guys, how are you?
business owner Louisa.
I'd like to introduce you to the Tidy Siding. It's a multifunctional side table, which is really, really easy to assemble. It uses a really clever and seamless interlocking system, and it just slots together. Storage is of the essence.
And there's loads of space in there.
Yeah,
plenty of room in there.
This doubles up as a really nice laptop tray. If you want to just have a look at kind of the wood and feel that there.
What made you choose the colour?
We didn't want white, it gets dirty quite quickly and is so common as well.
It's not largely a box on wheels.
I think that you have to think outside the box. Okay? I understand how you're positioning it as a box on wheels. However, I think the design is aesthetically pleasing and I would put this in my home. We really believe that this product would be a great fit with Argos.
People are moving less, they're getting more stuff that's accumulating to store. So I think as a storage unit, it's good.
I think the ease of assembly is great.
It's not the best looking product I've ever seen, but actually the pitch is very convincing. They might just talk someone into stocking this product.
Done really well, I promise. I'm really happy.
Crossed.
Hello. Good afternoon.
How's it going?
Leading for the boys,
Nice to meet you. Neil, nice to meet you. The Foldo gives a solution to that common problem of people running out of chairs. It could be at dinner parties, guests coming round. Yes, you do want these extra spare chairs, but where do you put them when you don't actually need them? So, stage 1, lay one leg panel down, slot the seat into a leg panel grooves.
There we go.
Whilst the chair is on its side, insert 2 long screws into the top leg panel and tighten using the Allen key.
So there's the long screws.
I'm sure you're really enjoying this part.
There. Come up from sitting down, you fold it, and there you go, now it's a table. You can also then either leave the cushion there or remove it then for more storage.
Oh, it's quite high up, isn't it? You're certainly strapped in.
What we hope to gain from today is that you're going to put in a very, very big order. So, is there any questions that you have for us?
Not from me. No.
No, I'm fairly clear, actually.
Okay.
Here we go.
Alex was given permission to start assembling Foldo, and when he did, he started presenting his rather wide backside to the buying panel.
I think it went really, really well.
Yeah. The last thing they want to see is that. It was a clumsy effort on Alex's behalf.
In London, trying his luck in a contemporary furniture chain, project manager Jordan.
So this is a multifunctional chair. In a matter of seconds, this chair stows away as a table.
It's a good idea. I like the idea of it.
We'd love to do a deal with you today just to trial it.
If we were trialling as it is, we'd start off with a smaller quantity. So we'd start off with an order for 200.
We'd love to do that with you guys.
Great.
All right, thank you very much.
Good
Cheers.
to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So far, I'm very happy with the decision I made to come with this team rather than the other team, because I was very happy with the way the pitch turned out. They ended up taking an order which was considerably larger than we were expecting, and for me, every sale counts here. Even if it's single digits, you never know what the difference might be in the boardroom.
Still chasing their first sale.
Hello.
Hi. Francesca and the girls.
I live in a city centre apartment, always short on space. If anyone comes round, trying to find somewhere anywhere to sit is always a bit of a struggle. We've got this great amount of storage in it. You can keep cushions, soft furnishings, anything in there.
It's definitely simple. If Fernando agrees, we could take for one. We'll take one out and 3 out.
Yeah.
And we'll take it from there. I mean, if it works, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Come on, girls, next place. We can do this now.
Good news?
It's sold 4.
Oh, really?
Hey, it's 4, and we're on to our next one. Now, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's a box on wheels. However, you can keep things tidy, and the colour of it can basically go anywhere.
Good little thing.
20. We're going for 20.
Make it 20. Thank you very much.
Lee, you're a
Cheers.
star. The uniqueness of this is the absolute simplicity of it. It's virtually toolless, and we've kept it really neutral, really plain, and a little bit industrial with the colouring.
I think it's great. I think it's really, really good. I'm impressed.
Could we go to maybe 50?
OK. I think we could do 50.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mid-afternoon. The second appointment laid on by Lord Sugar. Retail giant John Lewis.
A lot of people are looking for storage space and something that's very, very robust.
First in, the girls.
It's mobile, you can use it anywhere in your home. You've got quite a nice big space there, it's got rivets in, you can put your pens in, etc. So yeah, the tidy-sidey.
Well, lovely to meet you. Thank you for your time. This is something you can put together in 10 minutes, and you can convert it from position to position within 10 seconds. We've made the product very solid.
Good. It's quite a high sit.
So what age group is this product aimed at?
We're looking at between 16 and 40.
A 16-year-old buying furniture?
Potentially someone who's coming into the student market, yeah.
I think from a student 16-year-old to have £75 is probably a big ask.
Do you think it's something that you could consider stocking?
I think we'd have to have a chat about that.
No worries, thank you very much.
6 p.m.
It's functional. Actually, I think it's really innovative.
I've never seen anything quite like it.
Can we tempt you with 2 or 3?
OK.
60-minute selling time left.
I just think unlucky with the first one. From there, I've supported everyone else. So Jordan, this pitch.
Just don't get 2 ducks in a row.
Second chance at a sale for Z.
Now, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. It's a multi-purpose chair that doubles up basically as a table as well.
I don't think it's for our target market, unfortunately. Yeah.
But as an idea, as a concept, this is ingenious. Let's shake hands, let's do some business here, let's start a relationship.
I'm really not convinced. I think it's more your British home stores.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed with Z. I think that he'll be very quick to try and say that it was the wrong places and that it wasn't his fault. But in the end, it comes down to the sales, and he didn't deliver. I want you to do this one, Kurt.
No, what I'd like to say is, look, I don't see any reason why there's any problem in giving me a third opportunity with these.
Because I don't think your pitch was noticeably better than the others, if at all, and I would rather have Kurt take it.
Style is now a massive thing, and this is what we've been focusing on.
It's a good idea. Yeah. We do 6s or 12s.
12 would be great. Thank you.
All right, guys, got a sale for the end of the day. Well played.
Well played.
Well played. Well played, dude.
Hello.
For the girls, last pitch of the day, led by Leah.
I'm Christopher, nice to meet you.
You can see here that we have a fantastic storage facility, which you can see here we really have the depth. What do you think?
It's a nice piece, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's actually a nice concept. I like it.
We can do an initial order of 200. Would that be something we could go
I think
with?
probably 200 will be too many.
I think 100 would be a nice starting figure. We don't have to go to the 200.
Yeah, I think 100 is more.
Wonderful. OK, guys, thank you very much. It's been lovely to do business with you.
Can we just have a little exciting...
Trading over.
Hi, girls.
Hi, how you doing?
So, last time we rang you, we'd only sold 4.
Yeah.
We've now sold 174.
Oh my God!
boys.
We're just out of department store.
Not great, really.
Oh no.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens on the order front.
Tonight, flat pack orders will be finalised. Tomorrow, an assembly in the boardroom.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Good afternoon. This is your team's one, yeah?
Yes.
Right. And I take it, gentlemen, this is yours, right?
Yes, Lord Sugar.
That converts into a table, yeah?
Correct. That's correct.
Got it. So I'll start off with you, ladies. Tell me what happened. I believe, Natalie, you are the project manager, yeah?
Yes.
How did we get to this product?
We talked about different ideas. It was Francesca who came up with the cube idea.
So what's the multifunction of it?
It's a side table. The lid can double up as a lap tray. It's got storage, and we wanted to build it so that it was good for a seat for people with maybe small flats or apartments.
The main selling point of the product also is that you need no screws to assemble it. It's got a very clever interlocking system, and the screws are only there for it to be reinforced.
That's smart. That is good, because the pain in the neck on flat pattern assembled furniture is all these screws and things like that. So its description is?
The Tidy Sidey, a multifunctional side table.
I suppose I could call this a portable handheld beverage interface, is that right? You know, in all the products I've ever produced comes the moment that the prototype turns up and you see it for the first time and you know this is the right lemon, or, yep, we're on the right lines here. At that time, were all of you, deep in your heart, happy with the product?
No.
Rebecca, you said no, you weren't convinced of it.
I didn't want a box.
When we first saw it, you know, it's not aesthetically wonderful, and that was apparent, I think, to all of us.
OK, so we got the product. Let's move on now. I laid on 2 major retailers, big buyers, these people.
For the clients that you had laid on for us, I needed to have our best sellers.
OK.
Now, I pride myself on being a salesperson, but I wanted to put all my efforts into project managing. Rebecca pitches on a day-to-day basis with her job.
So Rebecca was one of your choices?
Rebecca was one of my choices. And Louisa...
So as the project manager, you made the brave decision not to go along to the main pitches?
I did go.
Oh, you did go along?
Yes, I wanted to go.
You went along. OK, fair enough, fair enough.
But I felt there were stronger people to pitch.
So, ladies, overall, good team leader?
I thought Natalie was very good.
I say, when I've got a lot of creative people around me, I can't have enough of them, quite honestly. It's the management of them is the key thing. Where you get into trouble is if everybody is calling the shots. Did you call the shots?
I did call the shots.
And you feel like you had good cooperation from your team?
I really did.
OK.
Yeah.
Let's move on then. Gentlemen, Jordan, I believe you ended up project manager.
Yes, Lord Sugar. I think we have a fantastic group of guys here, and what I wanted to do was have a structured session so that everyone could get some ideas across and that we didn't jump too quickly into anything. But the honest truth is that Alex came up with an idea that was not only a good idea, but it was also well thought out from a design and assembly point of view.
So one of the ideas is that it's for the odd guest that pops round.
You know,
exactly.
Christmas parties where you...
Like if the mother-in-law pops in, for example.
Exactly,
yeah?
on Christmas
it doesn't turn into a cage.
It's a bit tall, isn't it? I mean, I'm a short bloke, Jordan. I'm not sure. If you sit on that, do your feet dangle like mine would?
I think we both know that I'd struggle to sit on that chair.
For me, it looks rather like an electric chair, like old Sparky.
So you've done the manufacturing, you've done the design. Who did you select as your head honchos of selling and presenting?
Absolutely, Lord Sugar. And as you said, it was a key thing to find those experts. And Neil and Miles are expert salesmen.
OK.
And much like Natalie, I was very strong in that I wanted to be there for those pitches. I thought it would be extremely important. But Pitching is one of my key skills as well, and I thought it would be a waste of a good salesperson.
The only observation I would make there, Jordan, is it's all very well I'm going to go off and find my own customers, but the two people that I introduce you to are two massive organisations that have got the capability of placing very, very big orders, which could make other orders pale into insignificance.
Absolutely, Lord Sugar, but
you don't think you needed to be there?
I agree that it would have been good for me to be there, but I think I put my trust in the guys for their sales, and I wouldn't have added any value in the sales.
We'll find out soon. All right, so you pitched to the catalogue company.
That's correct,
yeah.
yes.
Miles, you did the other pitch, yeah?
Unfortunately, they picked up on a couple of points I raised. The demographic we were suggesting was from between 16 and 40. On the other hand, I wasn't saying that it was a product specifically for 16-year-olds.
Knocked the credibility of the pitch a bit, didn't it?
So, look, in conclusion, gentlemen, good team leader?
He's very organised and structured, Lord Sugar.
OK, now the proof of the pudding is going to be in the numbers. So, Karen, starting with Evolve's sub-team, how many units did they sell?
They did quite well, 174 units on the day.
OK. And Nick, sub-team of Endeavour?
Yep, Jordan led that team and came back with sales of 216.
Right, and whilst we're on Endeavour, Nick, how did they get on in the department store?
Yeah, they weren't keen on the styling. They thought the proportions were wrong, but they loved the concept, and they've placed an order for 500, subject to a few tweaks.
Right, OK. And Karen, the department store for Evolve?
No orders, I'm afraid, Alan.
0. Nick, the catalogue store, then?
Well, they clearly see some future, because they've placed an order for 2,500.
2,500 for a piece of furniture? OK, and, well, Karen, the catalogue chain for Evolve?
They really loved your pitch. And they really liked you guys. They hated the product. And they didn't place any orders.
Yes! If I understand things correctly, Endeavour has sold 3,216 and the ladies 174. Anyway, look, as this has been a design task, we'll talk about another iconic design, which is the O2. You're going to be climbing up it, giving yourself 360-degree views of the beautiful city of London, OK? And, Alex, this is one of the best products that I've seen in all the years that I've been in this boardroom.
Thank you.
Very, very good indeed.
Thank you, Lord Sugar.
OK.
Come on!
Alex. Well done. Ladies, this is getting very disappointing. It doesn't matter how good you pitch, if your product sucks. It's like going into war with a pea shooter. At least one of you is going to be going today, so off you go.
Hey, anyone who's created a box deserves to get fired. Do you think they're sat there thinking, I can't believe we didn't sell any boxes? Yeah, exactly.
No, it was a box with wheels.
And also, can eat your dinner off the top, so it's a table as well.
That was handy, wasn't it?
It's like the Rocky video. That's nice.
That's a nice view.
That's a cool view. And beautiful.
That's a cool view.
I think the girls will be absolutely gutted. 3 losses on the trot. It's going to be hard to take. 1 is bad enough, but 3 on the trot will be really hard to pick themselves up again. Right, boys,
the team to
the hat trick.
Success! 1, 2, 3,
Yay!
Well, this is rubbish. Any thoughts?
I think we could pick a lot of faults out. There's a lot of negatives going on.
I delegated, I trusted people. Unfortunately, the product wasn't right and we didn't win.
I'm not passing the buck, I know you
always pass the buck, but...
No, I don't always pass the buck, actually. That's a bit out of order. I just went with what the majority agreed to.
I think the functions were just slightly confused. I think there was a little bit too many that we just went away from.
If I was Lord Sugar, I'd have to fire Sophie. I don't think she contributes anything. I don't think she has in the past 3 weeks. I think she's the weakest link in the group.
So who's to blame?
This task wasn't really anything I do. I don't design, I don't manufacture, and I don't sell, and I don't pitch. However, I did my best in the market research. It's her mistake if she didn't listen to me.
Lord Sugar will see you now.
Well, ladies, I don't know where your head is on this thing here. Tidy-sidey, wishy-washy, poxy-boxy. That's what I would call it, because that's what it is. How did this product come about?
We started thinking of multifunctional furniture. We came up with the cube idea.
Francesca, it was your idea, wasn't it?
I said a cube for easy assembly and function with multi-functional sides.
But this has turned out to be a box on wheels. What is that colour called, by the way?
Right.
It looks like a military boat. It looks like something you'd expect to see in the 1970s in East Germany. Take me through this design process.
As a project manager, I listened to what everyone's skills were. I listened to Uzma, who is harping on about being a designer and that's her strength, and obviously you, Louisa. And as a project manager, you have to trust the people that you're taking that are telling you.
You do have to trust. And my strengths are creative.
Well, you've done design work.
I've got a very...
So is that your piece of artistic genius there?
Not really, Lord Sugar.
Not really?
No, no.
Well, whose is it then? It was not mine.
Well, I did try and put my input forward, and I drew pictures and I pushed towards the crisscross and also the interlocking system, which I supported.
What you did say was the product had to be glueless.
Yeah.
Glueless? More like bloody clueless. Let me try to find someone here that I can hang my hat on and say you did a good job in the clipping together aspect of it. How did this come about? Was this you, or was it the design house that sent you to?
I think Natalie and I had a discussion about grooves, so that it would groove into place, and those grooves then developed into an interlocking slotting system.
That was something that we really wanted to sell, you know, toolless.
Probably the only good thing about
the only good thing about
Then I could say that I was pushing that forward.
You can't claim it as your idea when it wasn't your idea.
You pass the buck and then you jump on good ideas.
Really.
That
Who's
is all
passing
you
the
do.
buck?
Uzma.
Not really, always.
How is she passing the buck?
Oh, she just always passes the buck for everything.
Right.
Yes,
okay.
you do,
Well, explain
though.
that. How am I passing the buck?
Because it's never your fault. Nothing is ever your fault. As a project manager, I have to trust people and I have to listen to people.
Okay, so you trusted to put me in this group.
I trusted to put you in this group because you're a designer.
You claim to be a designer.
I said it's got to have a wow factor. We got to aim it at a target market. I even pushed the mirrors.
You say the most obvious thing.
Louisa, what did you put forward? Other than the cushion that didn't happen, what did you put forward?
A strong team member should have said, this is rubbish. This idea is rubbish, Rebecca. You didn't like it from the beginning.
That's correct.
But at no point did she ever tell me that she didn't like the product.
I'm actually asking her that question now because you're in a team of people, and if you don't like something, you have to be forceful in explaining.
I did say that I wasn't happy with the cube idea. I didn't think it was a good idea.
Right. The reason I pick you is because it's the only bit of feedback I've had from Karen of a person that actually piped up and said it right from the very beginning. Why wasn't it shut down straight away?
Honestly, I think we just didn't have anything better, to be completely honest.
We wanted to,
I think
work at home.
Is the problem not this, that you tried to amalgamate everybody's idea into one cube? Seat, storage, laptop, tray.
So what came out of the market research then?
We were more focused around the work function.
We got a lot of feedback about height, storage. If it's used as a workstation, it needs to be a certain height. They wanted leg space and
leg space and storage.
Well, you can't have leg space and storage.
The feedback from the market research was very contradictory.
If you come out of a market research thing saying, right, I want it to be good-looking, leg space, plus I want storage, plus I want it to be an ATM machine, plus I want it to be a lawnmower, plus I want it to be a colour television. It's ridiculous. Sophie, you did your dissertation in market research. Surely you understand that when you come out of market research, there needs to be very clear direction and guidelines to the manufacturing side of the business, no?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think
so what was the clear, defined recommendations?
So the ease of assembly in terms of flat pack furniture.
Right.
Good looking design and functional.
Functional? Well, yeah, it's functional in the sense that it's on wheels and I can wheel it straight out to the skip and throw it away. Natalie, who are you bringing back in this boardroom with you?
I'm going to bring back Uzma and Sophie.
Right. The rest of you, I don't want to see your face in here anymore. I really don't. You must be embarrassed, some of you, no? 3 weeks down the line, embarrassed. Go back to the house.
Thank you, Lord Sugar.
Step outside and I'll call you back in a few moments' time. What a mess, no? How do I deal with this? I mean, the thing about Natalie is, you know, she says she wants to come into business with me designing and making something, and here she's taken project manager role and not done a very, very good job.
Disappointed in Sophie. I had some hopes for her.
I don't know who she is.
Never squeaks, does she?
I don't know who she is, really. Certainly, Uzma seems to be somebody who is never wrong.
There's been a couple of issues with her and the girls over the last few tasks.
Well, you know what women are like.
Excuse me.
Could you send the 3 candidates in, please?
Yes, Lord Sugar. Lord Sugar will see you now.
Natalie, this is a design task where, to use all these business cliches, you're supposed to think outside of the box, and all you thought of was a bloody box. Now, I'd like to know what these 2 people are doing here.
Well, I brought them both back because I feel that both of them have something in common and they hide away from responsibility. They stay safe. Uzma, I brought back this task because you're very convincing that you're a designer and that you're good at design and you lead design, and I trusted you as a project manager.
That's the case. Why did you not listen to any of the things that I told
Uzma,
you during the design process?
you said this is what you came up with.
That's really unfair.
I don't care if it's unfair, it's the truth.
It isn't the truth.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Look me in the eyes. This is the truth.
I am looking you in the eyes.
Uzma, in your application to this, you have graphic design and branding. Create all marketing and branding of all products and literature, design logos.
Yep.
Web design, literature, branding concept. This is the killer, keeping up to date with current trends for design.
That's exactly what I do, Lord Sugar, and this is exactly...
Well, you're out of date
This
then,
is
aren't
what
you?
I did relay
You're out
to
of
the
date.
team.
You're in a time warp, if that's what you call keeping up
I
to
did
date.
not design that. I helped them design it, and I did
Who
relay.
designed it?
Who designed it?
It was a group effort.
I didn't. I went there to oversee
Why did you support a design that you didn't agree with then as project manager?
You are the designer.
And you're calling
You've got
me
all this
passing the buck.
creative license.
Well, you put Louisa in the team. Why isn't she here if she's the designer as well?
Louisa came up and with me came up with the
That's a
only thing
whole
that was
load of
good about
crap.
that. You're too scared of coming up with your...
scared.
No, can I say
wouldn't
something?
be in this process if I was
just one moment, please. Speak, and then you can speak. You speak.
You are too scared with coming up with an idea that's fully your own because you don't want to be held accountable if it goes wrong.
I tried my best to tell these girls that you have to make it unique. I'm in the look good industry, and I understand.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
You know what? I've got a shovel under here, actually, but you like to have that because that don't look good.
I tried my best to put it forward. I'm in a
that's your
group.
best.
Listen, can I speak? Is that okay with you? You, as project manager, should have listened to my creative...
But you're not giving me anything to listen to.
Oh, really? So it wasn't me.
Box, Uzma?
I did.
Excuse me. What is Sophie doing here, Natalie?
Sophie, I felt that the market research, it wasn't good enough, and because I feel you do stay safe. I think, could I have done this without you? Yes, I probably could.
I did exactly what you wanted me to do.
Passing the buck to me and Sophie. That's what you're saying.
Shall I speak just for a little bit, because I haven't. I did exactly what you wanted me to do, and I said, right, I don't design for a living, and I don't pitch, okay? So why do I put... I thought I did market research, and I honestly believe that even if we got different answers, I don't think you would have even listened to the market research because you were so influenced by Louisa.
OK, listen, Sophie, you tell me why you don't think that you are responsible for the failure of this task.
The failure of this task lies within design. I don't design, and I don't pitch. What I have done is conduct market research, and I think it's a bit unfair that I'm here.
So, not down to you?
But see, not making
not
decisions
down to you
again.
hiding away?
No, because...
Are you Sophie Stay Safe?
I know that I'm not as creative as these other girls, you know. She's got beauty, she's meant to be designing clothes. I run a restaurant. Obviously, they're more creative than me. I just think it's quite unfair. Who actually designed this?
Look, I didn't know. That's unfair.
The design is down to you.
Okay, so why did you go with it, seeing that you've got a creative eye?
I'm not a designer, right? I didn't go to the design
If you're in the
studio
fashion business, you're supposed to have a creative eye.
I'm not in the fashion business.
You want to be in the fashion business.
I want to be, and
so you
yes,
want to
I
be.
do
So now you're telling me you want to be my business partner, you want to get my 250 grand investment, but you haven't got a creative eye.
No, I do have a creative eye for fashion.
But the creative people are creative in all sense, right? They can adapt. If I took a dress designer, if I said to them, design a car or design a piece of furniture, they would jump at it. In fact, there have been glowing examples of designers that have shown how they can turn their hands to different products.
But Lord Sugar, my business idea isn't to do this because I'm a designer. It's because I've got an eye for business.
So do you think you led this task properly?
I did lead this task properly. I did the best that I could do with the tools.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to her.
I did the best that I could do with the tools that I was given.
OK, ladies, I've heard enough. Natalie, you claim that you're not a designer. You claim that you wanted to manage the designers. But what you didn't manage to do is produce a good product, right? Uzma, I've had a lot of complaints that you seem to be never responsible for anything, never going to be your fault. In your own words, you are a design person. You should have done much better in this. Much, much better in this. And Sophie, I think market research is a way of not being responsible for selling, not being responsible for the design of the product, not being responsible for manufacturing. I think you're hiding a little bit.
No, I didn't.
No, I think you are. OK, I don't want to hear any more. But, Natalie, this was a disaster, an unforgivable disaster. I've come to a conclusion that out of the three of you here today, and this may be unfair, that my gut feeling tells me that, Sophie, you're fired.
Thank you, Lord Sugar. Thank you.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here, Natalie. And you, it's your credentials that have kept you in this process. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Lord Sugar.
Go back to the house, the pair of you. I've got my eyes on you.
Thank you.
It is difficult in these situations, but it's my £250,000, OK? The only fare that goes on in here is the cab fare home.
I do feel hard done by. I honestly did what the project manager wanted me to do, and I did try. It's just we've got a lot of stubborn characters, a lot of bitchiness going on, and I like to keep my dignity and my class.
You know, you sold 200. Who sold the other 16?
Everyone apart from Z.
That's interesting.
I expect Natalie and Sophie to be coming back.
I think Sophie will go, but Uzma should go. I'm just not sure Sophie's fight would be as good as Uzma's.
Wasn't sure.
That was hard.
Uzma.
I wasn't sure.
What happened?
Come
Proper
on.
good fight. Little Spitfire, this one.
I thought you would bring me in.
Yeah, well, I was
really
going
thought
to.
you were going to bring me back.
I was going
yeah,
to.
you knew I'd annihilate you there.
Absolutely not,
well.
Louisa. Absolutely not.
Now 13 candidates remain. Lord Sugar's search for his next business partner continues. Next time.
Your task is to open a farm shop.
£2 bag.
Setting up shop.
What are these? Never mind, put them back. Work it, work it.
Leaves some feeling sheepish.
Oh, Alex! Oh, my God!
Engage brain.
I don't want to think about it, just go with what I'm saying.
Do you see why we've lost tasks?
And in the boardroom,
You have got a lot to learn.
it's a case of foot in mouth.
You're supposed to know what you're talking about. You're fired.
So Lord Sugar has sent Sophie packing, or indeed flat packing, and she's now with Dara on BBC Two. A film on 3, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage face off, and on BBC 4, how about some new comedy? A double bill of the hit American show Parks and Recreation.